Well, let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Oh, guys, I was listening yesterday to, I believe the gentleman's name was Mr. Lombardi. And what do you know? Someone who finally agrees that you cannot draft or win on analytics alone. You need to find somebody who fits your system and adapt him to your system. 9 times out of 10, that's going to be the better way to go. He also said that you can't win without discipline, structure, and gut reaction. You just have to do that. And, well, guys, I'm still rooting for the Browns. It was fun to watch on Dash. Take care, guys.
As always, appreciate all of the voicemails. G. Bush, Mike Lombardi, former GM, was on yesterday, and one of the things that he said was, if you're an analytic-driven organization like the Browns are, the analytics told you you should have moved on from Deshaun Watson quicker. You were not paying attention to them. That was in addition to saying what he said relative to, you can't rely strictly on analytics. And again, analytics is data. The question becomes, how do you use the data?
Mm-hmm. I think I think the thing that we don't understand. Well, we get it, but I don't think that the Browns came out and just said it. The analytics, the temperature check, the pulse of the stadium, the pulse of the community, the pulse of the fan base, what the media was seeing, everything that was secondary to the money. That has always been what it is. We didn't like that answer. But, the analytics are what the analytics are. I give people the example all the time. This happened to me. I went and bought a used car. It was fairly new used car. It was very expensive. So therefore, I'm making a monthly payment on it. All of a sudden, check engine light comes on and then the engine blows up. Now, think about it. You say, all right, well, listen, I got to cut bait on this car. I got to figure out something else and go get me another car. Here's the reality of the situation. Yes, you need another car, but here's the point. You're still making that car payment. That payment is going to come due every single month. So whether you got an expensive paperweight in your garage or are you going to go get it fixed? Because that payment is going to come every single month from the bank until you pay it off or do whatever you need to. And it's not really easy to sell a car with no engine. So if you're thinking about it, the analogy holds true. If Deshaun Watson is getting $234 guaranteed $1 million, if you try to cut bait and move on him, it's you can't fund the team with the amount of cap hits that you're going to take from cutting him. So even if he's not playing, right, he's going to be on the roster taking up this money. So the analytics can say, hey, you weren't paying attention to it. But at the time period, what was more important than the analytics was the fact that they're paying him this money and that they are going to see what they have. Always remember this. The Cleveland Browns have operated in this way multiple years. They have always operated in this way. Remember, when they needed to figure out about Baker Mayfield, guess what they did? They played him even when he was hurt. When Deshaun Watson wasn't playing very well, you know what they said? All right, well, we're going to, he's getting paid all this money. We're going to figure it out. He was injured one year. He had, he got suspended a bunch of games. We didn't expect him to do the first year. The second year he was injured, played 6 games. Oh, we're going to figure out what's going on this year. Now, they lucked up a little bit, and I don't want to say it's lucky for anybody to get injured, right? That's not the point. The point is that piece was taken off the table for them, out of their control. Then they were like, okay, well, let's pivot to something else. And now they are where they are with Jameis Winston. But it was always going to be about the money that was driving this situation. It was never about the analytics because it was just what it was what it was. That was just obvious.
Yeah, and Lombardi did say that. It was about the money. And he said, but they're lying to themselves analytically because if you're basing decisions on analytics, you don't keep playing them. And I get that.